threatens to close businesses, schools, and most of the major roads.
There's never anything to eat in this house.
What's this brand stuff? Do we have any Captain Sugar?
Hey, guys. We made the front page. Listen to this. Dayline, Dayton, Ohio. The city is buried under an additional 12 inches of new snow that fell late last night and has the city virtually paralyzed. Schools, that's us fellas, closed for the last 2 days, may or may not open Friday. I'm going to save this.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Yeah, this white stuff is terrible. What is it?
Baking soda. Shut the door.
Mom, why do you buy this brand stuff?
Because it keeps me regular. And besides, I get coupons for African violets. Where's LJ?
What do you think? In the bathroom.
Well, get him in here or he'll miss his ride. LJ, move it!
Hey, listen to this. Dayline, Waterloo, Iowa. Harold, the family dog of the Walter Hempstead family,
I'll read it later.
returned home after he had been abandoned by his owners on a vacation in Utah 9 months ago.
Don't read it to me, Len.
Weird Harold, as he's called, traveled a total of
Len, unless the dog arrived home in a cab, I don't want to hear it.
3,000 miles and arrived home in a cab.
Mom, how come you're packing lunches?
Mom, Dut's in the zucchini cookies again. You can't trade zucchini cookies.
Honey, there's a real good chance we won't be able to open the schools again today.
Dad should know he's a vice principal.
Don't tease, Len. Of course the schools will open today. Oh, not that it hasn't been fun being snowed in, but Mommy can't sit around forever serving lunches in front of the TV set and singing along with the Grateful Dead. I have to get on with my own life. Mark, what's in that paper due today?
Maggie, you haven't been listening. There's 18 inches of snow on the ground. An ice storm is on the way, and the chill factor outside is 13 degrees below zero.
Well, a little fresh air never hurt anyone.
Mom, this paper is important. I don't want to pick just anybody. I want a man who's contributed something meaningful to mankind, like Henry Thoreau. I just couldn't find the encyclopedia with the T's.
Don't you remember? We were on vacation last year when the T's hit the supermarket. The only one I've seen around here is the A's.
Maybe I'll do something on Ed Asner.
Mom, what about my costume for the school play?
Oh, I forgot. Okay, tell me again. What are you supposed to be?
I'm a participle.
Split or dangling?
I don't know. I'm modified Susan Meyerhoff.
Gotcha. LJ, snap it up.
Maggie, tell him to get out of that bathroom right now. 14 years old. He spent his entire life in the bathroom. LJ, there's a big wide world out here.
Hey, Mark. I found the encyclopedia with the eyes. Does that help?
Great, I'll do something on Eisenhower.
True. I got your costume for the play. You're going to wear a green sweater, a clip-on tie, and your dark green trousers.
How will they know I'm a participle?
How will they know you're not?
Mom.
Sit. Hello.
Mom, if you want me to wear these green trousers, you'll have to iron them.
Which leg faces the audience?
Well, that's it, gang. School's closed. We're socked in for the weekend.
All right!
Oh, well. That means we'll be spending another 3 days together then. Excuse me? That wasn't me.
Mom's a great little kidder, isn't she, guys? Well, I better call the radio station and tell them school's canceled.
Len, don't touch that phone. I mean it. Len, I'll give you $20 to keep the schools open.
Maggie, get a hold of yourself.
Oh, I was saving it to have my varicose vein stripped, but it's yours.
Honey, when school's closed because of inclement weather, it's an act of God.
There is no God.
Honey, you want your sons to go through a blizzard, fight their way through ice and snow, risk getting hit by a crazy, out-of-control car just to go to school?
Dad, can we go to the schoolyard and play?
Sure.
Come on, Come on, man.
3 days, Len. Do you have any idea what 3 days snowed in with 4 men in the house can do to a woman?
Everyone's a little bored.
Oh, no. No, there's something very weird about 3 children who show home movies in the toilet bowl and flush for laughs.
They're just children.
It's not just the children. Now, you had no right to come into my kitchen and alphabetize my spices.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I can't. I'm late for my appointment.
What appointment?
My standing appointment at Loretta's House of Coiffure.
Okay, look, if it means that much to you, I'll drive you.
Really?
Sure. Hey, I understand, honest. I mean, nothing in this world is going to keep you from that beauty shop today.
Oh, Len, sometimes you can be so sweet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Scratch the beauty shop.
What?
There's been an emergency. The janitor's trapped at home. If I don't go down to school and fire up the bar, the pipes will burst.
An emergency. I've got an emergency, too. Look at this hair. Why is it what you do is always more important than what I do?
Look, I'll drop you off at the beauty shop on my way to school and pick you up on the way back. Is that all right?
Oh, sure. Maybe you won't even have to stop the car. Just slow it down. I'll throw myself out.
Boys, your mother and I are going to go out for a little while. I got to drop by the school.
And where are you going, Mom?
To a convent. I'm going to sign up.
Does that mean I can have your dessert?
The city has been brought to a complete standstill by blizzard conditions. Citizens are urged to keep roads free for emergency vehicles only.
How you doing, Chris?
Sorry I'm late, Loretta, but there was no traffic. How long has Mrs. Spaulding been under?
About 10 minutes. Oh, and Gloria Gleason called. She'll be in shortly for a blow dry, maybe a manicure if she has time.
Hasn't she had that baby yet? What's she waiting for?
Maybe a second opinion.
Hi, Maggie. Mrs. Spaulding.
Ah,
You all right?
it's all right.
You know, they ought to invent a preservative that a woman could take to keep herself young. Like they put in bread to keep it fresh.
They've already invented it. It's called Scotch.
No thanks, dear. It's too early for me.
Oh, well, we'll just shave your head then, okay?
Fine.
You okay?
Oh, why wouldn't I be? I just left a house that looks like a public restroom. My children are at home writing the sequel to Mommy Dearest. And Len is running around like the father of his country.
Hi, Loretta. Chris. Miss Spaulding.
Well, Lynn, what are you doing here?
Oh, I want to get out of the house. I was bored being warm. Maggie, what time do you want me to pick you up?
Can you give me an hour? It's too much. I'll only ever do half my head.
Come on, Maggie. You wouldn't trade places with anybody even if you had half a chance. You love it. You want to know why?
She doesn't know anything else.
Come on. Those kids of yours show their love in a million ways.
Oh, yeah. Last year for Mother's Day, they gave me a smoke alarm.
What a ripoff. I just read this headline about how a cab driver went too far with Angie Dickinson. All the story says is that he drove her 2 blocks past her house.
Hey, you're in the hands of a miracle worker. What'll it be? Bo Derek? Jacqueline Smith.
single. Make me look single.
Maggie, I've known you two for years. Sometimes I think you're the last happily married couple in North America.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. My car is stuck in the snow. I can't get to school. And guess whose fault that is?
God, if you want me to run away from home, give me a sign.
What happened to the lights?
I sure hope it's a power failure.
My fingers are frozen. I'm hungry. Sooner or later, we're going to use up all the air in here, and then it's all going to be over. How long have we been here?
10 minutes. Anybody want any coffee before it cools off?
Where's the scotch you offered before?
That's right, officer. Len Weston, Vice Principal of Madison High School. I'll be waiting for you at Loretta's House of Coiffures.
What did I do? I work a 96-hour week. I asked to get off for a couple of lousy hours to mingle with my peers. Is that such a crime?
I'm just going to say this one last thing. Let the kidneys of 700 young men and women be on your conscience.
You know, that's the kind of remark I'd expect from a man whose mother wore navy blue at our wedding.
I'm going to go out and wait in the car. But just for the record, my mother was only setting a formal tone at the wedding.
I would have thought the Black Arm Band would have done it.
Oh, you know, Maggie's right. Men really are selfish. I know my Dave only thought about himself. He used to watch 35 football games a weekend. And then, one day, I was watching Donahue. He was interviewing this doctor, and Dave changed the channel without even asking.
Animal.
And to this day, I don't know what a trisexual is.
No wonder you divorced him.
Marriage is give and take. You girls are probably too young to appreciate this, but Russell and I were married for 40 years before he passed on. Russell loved the pimento and stuffed olives, and I always gave him mine. 40 years! And you know something? He never knew I loved pimentos as much as he did.
See? That's why I don't want to get married.
Not so bad until the kids come along. Have you ever taken the knots out of shoestrings?
With your teeth.
If the kid is wet on all day long?
That's why I don't ever want to have children. I have all I can do to take care of my parents. They just sit around all day watching animal documentaries on TV. The least I can do is make them comfortable in the time they've got left.
How old are they?
Mom's 47, Dad's 48.
You know what it says here? 4 out of 5 accidents happen in or near the home.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 in the bedroom. Motherhood's the pits.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, Gloria.
I told Arthur I think today's the day. And I want my hair to look nice because we're videotaping the birth. What happened to the lights? They're out.
Babies are miracles. That's all there is to it.
And you'll always have someone to take care of you in your old age. I can't believe I'm full term already. The time has gone by so fast. And Arthur's been so sweet and sympathetic. I couldn't have done this without him.
You're right.
Gloria, honey, why don't you go in the back and lie down on my sofa for a bit? We'll just keep you warm until the power comes back on.
Okay.
And remember, honey, nothing says lovin' like something from the oven. She does not know what she is in for. Strained lamb, midnight feedings, applauding the BMs.
Whoa. How old was Robin when she was trained?
2.5 or 3.
Applaud! I'd have taken out an ad in the New York Times.
Oh, I remember those sweet little homemade birthday cards with yellow crayons on construction paper.
Car sickness,
Milk-stained blouses.
stretch marks that never tan.
Giving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to a dead rabbit.
Sleep.
Oh, those were the fun times, all right.
I wish I could carry a baby for a friend.
Honey, you can sleep. You're just a little restless. Now, if we just take those boots off your feet.
I'm wearing boots?
They're there, trust me.
Why don't we just install a revolving door for you?
Look at him, Maggie. He's frozen stiff.
Lynn? Honey? Are you all right? Oh, say something.
The power's back. You'll be okay. It'll warm up here in no time.
Yeah. Why don't we put him under a dryer? He'll thaw quicker.
Good idea.
Oh, his fingers must be frozen here. Here. Let me get my soaking boots.
You'll be all right there.
Oh, it's so cold out there.
That's it.
Here.
Just put your fingers in
Here.
there.
There, that'll
you
be better for you.
go.
I have some brandy behind the counter. That'll warm him right up.
Brandy.
What sign were you born under?
What?
Your sign.
Oh, Taurus.
You and Natalie Wood should have stayed in bed today.
Oh, yeah? Where do you see that?
Good stuff. Where's it from?
Christmas.
Let's get it over to Len.
He doesn't need it. Brandy makes him sick. You know, men don't appreciate you. Children don't appreciate you. And it all boils down to appreciation.
Tell that to my parents. I try to make a good, stable home for them. Do they appreciate me? No.
Chris, you're living with them.
I know.
Pardon me, ladies, but is there a Lynn Weston here?
You see this recipe for Brussels sprouts? I didn't know they were an aphrodisiac.
Are you the vice principal with the emergency?
Yes, I am.
There's a whole city out there full of old people and children who are trapped in homes without heat. And you call us because you need a ride home from the beauty parlor.
Well, I can...
After getting your hair curled and your nails done.
What's the name of your school?
It's Madison, but you don't...
Madison.
Yes, it was...
Believe me, mister, your school board's gonna hear about this. Thank you, ma'am.
Wait a second, I can explain.
I'll bet.
Why is it that I get this feeling you're not going to thank me for putting you under that dryer and saving your life?
You know, Margaret, today hasn't really been a very good day for us. And if you think that family life is getting to you, it hasn't exactly been a day at the beach for me either.
I'm having a baby.
Big deal. I served at Fort Dix. My car's stuck in the snow. My school's afloat. My nails are a mess.
I think I'm having my baby now. Oh.
She's having her baby now. Greta, give me the keys to your car.
Oh, I'm going too.
Hey, Maggie, bundle her up real good. Chris, can you do anything to help?
I can make coffee.
Fine. Look, Gloria, everything's going to be just fine, honey. Don't worry about a thing.
We're closed. We're having a baby.
Where's the car key?
Car keys. Here they are.
Okay, we'll take Clifford Avenue.
Clifford Avenue.
I hope the roads are clear.
Don't worry. I'll get her there no matter what.
I'll lock the door.
Lock the door. Wait a minute. You're all forgetting something very important. What is it? I have haven't had my hair done yet. This is going to be on videotape.
Gloria, don't you understand? You're beautiful. In fact, you're the second most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really? Well, Len, you haven't said that in a long time.
How could he? He just met me.
Showtime. Let's go, everybody.
All right.
Hey, Maggie, listen to this. Dateline, Charleston, South Carolina. A local farmer claimed a flying saucer landed in a pasture and 6 strange-looking creatures emerged from the spacecraft.
That was really something last night, wasn't it? Were the boys ever that tiny?
5 of the creatures resembled mounds of green slime with hair. The 6th was the spitting image of Bert Parks.
Oh, Arthur was about as much help as Butterfly McQueen. I never saw such a nervous father. You were the hero of the hour, did you know that? I wouldn't be surprised if she called the baby Len. You know, I was doing a lot of thinking while we were at the hospital last night. Remember when LJ was just toddling around? We were in the store one day and he pulled a group of boxes down on himself, and instead of being sympathetic, I grabbed him and whacked him one on the backside. You know what he did? Threw his arms around my knees and hugged me, all the time crying his eyes out. Len, I had just punished him, but I was all he had to cling to. I forget that sometimes. Len, if you've heard just one word of what I've said, give me a sign.
This just in from the Weather Bureau. It looks like 3 more inches of snow in the Dayton area. Schools and public offices will be closed indefinitely.
You better clean that up for mob season.
Just shut up! Tell Mom about the garbage can. I know.